Good morning, dear students. In our previous series of lecture, we have completed the multiprocessor and their characteristics, including the cache coherence and communication and synchronization. So, welcome back to our lecture of computer organization and architecture. Today, we are starting a new unit, that is input-output organization. In this unit, we will do input-output organization along with the interfaces, asynchronous data transfers and serial transmission, and the various mode of data transfer, along with programmed interrupt out and interrupt initiated input output, and in the last we will do the direct memory access. So starting with the input output organization. So input output organization of a computer, that is highly depend on the size and the number of peripherals that are connected to the system. Basically, this organization deal with how the outer interfaces for input output unit work internally to communicate with the various devices in the computer system like memory, CPU and others. So as we know that input output devices are very slow devices. They transfer the data very slow, but the CPU which is inside the system is very fast devices, and the memory which is also very fast as compared to the input output units. So there is a method, there is an interface that provide between the internal and external unit, that is input output interface. That interface is a method of transferring the information between the internal storage and the external input devices. All the input output peripheral devices are connected to these interfaces, and that provide the communication link for interfacing them with the internal units of the system. Basically, input output unit are the other things as compared to the input output interface. Basically, input output units are the medium, are the electromagnetic mechanical and electromagnetic device that provide the data for input and output, and their manner of operation for CPU and memory. Similarly, the data transfer rate for these input output unit are very slow as compared to the transfer rate of CPU and memory. So they are the input output device, but interface unit are different for every input output. For example, if we are connecting a mouse, let's suppose we are connecting a network cable to the system. So we know that we are connecting that network cable to a particular port, and that port is basically a interface unit for this network device. Similarly, we are connecting the earphone, we are connecting the mouse, we are connecting the keyboard. So where we are connecting that device is the interface unit that convert the signals of these electromagnetic and electromagnetic device into the for the system. They ready. Uh, Basically, these data transfer rate difference and the communication conversion of electromechanical signal into the digital system is done by the interface, input output interface. So computer systems include a special hardware component between the CPU and peripherals that supervise and synchronize all the input and output transfers. These components are called the interface unit because they are the interface between the processor and bus and the peripheral device. So as we found that there is a name coming, input output bus and interface module. So input output bus is a link, or it is they are the link, or they are the communication wire between the processor and the input output unit. And input output bus consists of three types, that is the data lines, address line and the control line. So basically they are the actual wire, or they are the communication link from the interface to the CPU or the memory. So they provide the communication of data address and control line between these two units. So control lines, input output bus of control lines, referred as the input output command. That commands are the control command and the status command. Basically, input output controls lines consist of command line, command control like want to read the data or want to write the data. If the device want to write the data, suppose there is a request of writing the data into the memory, then control command will be the write. Suppose we want to read the data from the memory, then control command is a read. Another control command is another kind of control lines can carry the status command. What is the status of various interfaces? Like suppose a printer is off, then the status command will repel that the printer is off in form of signal. Another type of bus is the output data bus that carry the actual data to the receiver, and there is a input command that actually carry the data for the input purpose into the buffer register. This is the basic diagram of input output bus and interface. We have the processor, we have the interfaces unit for every device. Let's suppose if we are keyboard, then there is a different separate interface for keyboard. We have a printer, then we have a separate interface for printer. Then if we have a magnetic disk, we have separate interface for this. Basically, these are the connecting where we are actually connecting our devices. These interface unit provide the data from this, let's suppose keyboard to the processor or the processor to the memory, but these interface provide a high transfer rate as compared to the directly with the input output units. These are the buses. They are data buses, address bus. Data bus carry the actual data which is needed to be read or write. Address contain the address of the interface unit from where the data is to be read or written, and control signal carry the control line that carry the signal, which means when want to read the data from that interface unit or to write the data to the that interface unit. So in the end, we can say that interface are the control circuit between the input output unit and the CPU that provide the high transfer rate, and along with that they provide some processing capability of detecting the address. Suppose a processor want to write the data into the magnetic, it will write the address of magnetic disk in the on the address line, and that address must be received by the interface unit of keyboard, interface unit of printer, interface unit of at the interface unit decode that address and found that that address is not of mine. Similarly, the printer is also decode the address and found that this address is of not mine. Similarly, interface unit of magnetic disk is also decode that address and found this is the address of me. Then that actual data transfer will take place. So thank you. We have completed the interface unit, input output interface, and in the coming lectures we will carry the further course of action. Thank you.